Today I'm bringing forward a collective message. It's something I received yesterday, but due to unforeseen circumstances, Spirit has deemed is better received today. It's called the Horizon of Becoming, and I'd like you to settle into the 0 point of your awareness, to find that quiet sanctuary within, to sit in stillness, to open your energy and to allow the vibration, the essence, the tones to resonate with your soul. If you just take a deep breath in, hold and release. Just settle your energy. Beloved ones, we stand upon the threshold of a new horizon, one woven not from what has been, but from the breath you're willing to take now. The tides of consciousness are shifting once more, pulling away the sand beneath your feet, so that you may learn to stand not on old ground, but within your own unshakable light. This is not a time to retreat into the comfort of what was, nor to rush into the urgency of what might be. Instead, it is a moment to anchor your essence in the still point between. Here, the whispers of your soul are heard the clearest. As a collective, we are being called to release the narratives that no longer nourish our becoming, to trust the unseen architecture forming in the quantum depths of creation, to step forward as living proof that love is not an ideal, it is a force. Every thought, word and gesture is a brushstroke on the canvas of the new earth. Paint boldly and without apology. The wind that carries this message is the same wind that'll lift your wings. The horizon is not far away. It is already rising within you. If we look at the deeper decoding of the message and what it's actually trying to tell us, this message speaks from the quantum field of becoming, the liminal space where timelines are chosen and the architecture of the new is being woven into the breath of the present moment. Thresholds of a new horizon. This statement is not a distant future event, but a shift in your state of being that happens in the now. The horizon is an energetic turning point where the old constructs dissolve and the new reality begins to crystallize in the unseen. When it refers to pulling away the sands beneath your feet, life is intentionally destabilizing the old anchors, forcing you to find stability in your own eternal light rather than an external structures or identities. It's asking us to turn in, to seek what is inside, to know, to understand, to embrace, to anchor into our own light. The still point between. This is the quantum pause between breaths, a timeless space where your soul communicates most clearly. It is the gateway for choosing your highest reality without the noise from the past or fear from the future. Release the narrative. This is referring to old stories that have shaped your energetic field. Releasing them in a dismantling of outdated vibrational coding, clearing the pathway for pure unfiltered soul essence to lead. This is a bit like defragging the computer, getting rid of all the detritus, everything that is no longer in alignment with your present path, your highest timeline, needs to be reviewed, shedded, released, and cleansed. Trust the unseen architecture. Well, it is the truth, but we do need to trust the unseen architecture. You are not creating alone. Higher consciousness is co-weaving your path. The patterns already exist in the quantum. You are simply stepping into alignment with them. And this is just reminding us that we are that soul essence. We are our own higher consciousness. We are our own light and guru. Nothing outside of us will teach us what we already know. And it's turning in and understanding and anchoring our light, our awareness, our consciousness with our own being. Love is not an ideal, it is a force. Love here is not sentimental, but an active, structural, and creative frequency that reshapes reality when embodied fully. At the core of this message, you're called to embody your future now, to stand in the frequency of what you are becoming before the evidence arrives. And I'll bring you a voice activation. So I will say a phrase and I'll pause where you can either say it out loud or say it within your mind. But the idea is to voice this, to integrate, to allow the message to be embodied and rooted within your soul essence. I stand upon the horizon of my becoming. I release the stories that no longer serve my highest truth. I feel the sands of the past dissolve beneath my feet. And I choose to root my being in the eternal light within me. I trust the unseen patterns forming in the depths of creation. I know that every breath I take shapes the new earth. Love is my force, my structure, my truth. I step forward, not in haste, but in presence. I anchor in the still point, where my soul's voice is most clearest. I am the horizon. I am the becoming. I am the light that rises. So that was the message, the deeper understanding and the voice activation. And although it's not a new message, it is still very relevant because there are people that are still in need of hearing it. So if it touches your heart, if it resonates, then there is some greater work to be done to sit within the 0 point, to allow your own becoming to bloom in the time that is right for your soul. Shuna ari kiaya sakakana, shunu ura ari kiaho, ura I nakasikiki, ishunu noni ayaka, ura I kiasako, sun I kiaiha, ra I kinasun, shushunaha, ra I kioho, kun I kiasan, ishunanani ayakoha, ra I kinasi, ishunanoni ayaka. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.